A Grand Prix is the name that an event of the MotoGP, which is the FIM World Championship, a Grand Prix championship has. And right now there's 20 events on the calendar. We're normally in around 15 to 16 countries each year. There's always been 3 classes. The MotoGP, which is a premier class, which is where all the riders in road racing in the world want to or aspire to compete in. And then we have the intermediate class, which is Moto2, and the junior class, which is called Moto3. There's manufacturer teams, which are officially owned, let's say, by the manufacturer, bike manufacturer itself. And then there's independent teams. They have a bike which is in some ways, in some cases, very similar, in other cases identical to the manufacturer bike. So there's manufacturers that only have a factory team, and there's manufacturers that are supplying one or even more independent teams. The format is more or less the same. We have three free practices in Moto2, Moto3. We have a 4th one in MotoGP, and then on Saturday afternoon, each class has their own qualifying sessions. And then on Sunday morning, there's a warm-up, which permits the riders to get in touch with the machine on the race day. And then we have the races. We have FP1 and FP2, which are on Friday morning and Friday afternoon. And then we have FP3 on Saturday morning. Your single best time of all the sessions is brought into a classification, and the best riders from this go directly to qualifying number 2. In MotoGP, because there's only 22 riders, the best 10 riders go to qualifying 2. In Moto2 and Moto3, because there's more riders, the best 14 riders go to qualifying number 2. We first have a qualifying number 1, which is with all the riders that haven't qualified for qualifying number 2. Then the best 2 riders in the case of MotoGP, or the best 4 riders in the case of Moto2, Moto3, are able to pass on to qualifying number 2 and compete with all the riders that had already classified for this. The grid, which is the order in which each rider starts on the grid on Sunday, is taken from the classification from the qualifying practices, which are on Saturday afternoon. You have the first rider, the second rider, and the third, and then the 4th, 5th, and 6th like this to start the grid. Normally our target from Dorna's side is for the event itself, the race itself, taking in consideration dry conditions, to be more or less under 40 minutes for the race distance for MotoGP. Moto2, Moto3 are a bit shorter. We have races ranging from 20 to even 30 laps, which is the maximum. The winner of each race gets 25 points, and then the way to remember is that from that you subtract 5, and then 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1, so you get to 11 points, and then it's 11, 10, 9, 8. So the winner will get 25 points, and the runner-up will get 20, and the third will get 16. You need one more than the runner-up.